Hello. Hello and welcome to Caves of Qud. So, I want to talk for a second. I do a lot of talking, but we're gonna talk some more. I took basically a week off from Qud, and I've played some other things, and I've been thinking a lot about what happened with our last character. And I've talked with some mutuals who play Qud, and I think it's this is the first time this has really happened in the series, or for me, for Qud, is I'm not really super aware of too many exploits. We can talk about conceptually what is or what is not an exploit if we want. I'll probably talk about it, but I just want to sort of put a hard line here for my series because I think it's important. I'm just going to go ahead and make it clear right now that if I become aware of an exploit that basically breaks the logic of the game, I will not be using it. Now, let me just, I'm choosing my words carefully, so let me just get into it for real quick, and then we're going to build our new character. Our new character, just to spoil it for a second, is our old character with some tweaks. But anyway, what do I mean by breaks the logic of the game? I've mentioned in the past, in past episodes, a couple of means of acquiring a high amount of funds. I can freeze lava and sell it to acquire a ridiculous amount of funds, or I could kill a kraken and sell its corpse. One of these things makes sense to me. They follow some kind of fundamental rules of logic, and one of them does not. I would prefer to, kill a kraken and sell its corpse because that makes sense to me. Even if my means of getting it to a salesman, are loopholing, basically picking it up and dropping it and picking it up again. To me, that's still like simulating dragging the corpse. So why am I getting into detail about this? If I become aware of an exploit, one that breaks the logic of the game, then I will not be using it. I play Qud for a lot of different reasons, and one of those reasons is I find it to be a pretty immersive experience. And I think the reason the last episode bothered me so much is because I knew that I was breaking the logic of the game, and I knew I was breaking the game for no real benefit. A mechanical benefit, sure, but not for a gameplay benefit. It wasn't improving my enjoyment of the game. So if that's something that you enjoy watching, I'm sorry. I will find other ways of there's plenty of strategy to be had in Qud, but we will not be using exploitative strategy. That's the first thing. The second thing is we're going to play with mods. Hold up, everyone. I know, in the same breath, how could you possibly justify mods when you've just talked about not using exploits? Are they not the same? Well, I would say no. And I'm going to talk about why. But first we're going to build our character. Our new character, as I say, is basically our old one with a huge tweak. The tweak is I am going to triple down on agility. That's basically it. Ability to haggle with merchants and your ability to dominate the wills of other living creatures. We're gonna go with a low ego. I don't like shortchanging our willpower. Willpower is important. I'd almost rather shortchange our intelligence than I would our willpower. And the reason I say this is because willpower really can make or break a run. It can make you survive. So we're going with 4 agility, we're going with 0 strength, and we're going with 1 toughness. The one thing I might change is I could potentially do something like this, which seems bad, but it will mean that we get strength and toughness at a pretty good rate. But it might even be better doing something like this. But I like to have at least +1 toughness. We can live with less strength. This is going to be our new old build. I'm not done with Truekin, and I'm not done with basically a short blade Truekin agility build. I like this build. I would say it's actually up there as one of my favorite builds. And I haven't really gotten a chance to enjoy it. So I can give you a lot of reasons, but I'm going to do this. And also, I really still have not had my fill of cybernetics. I haven't yet gotten to really play with cybernetics, so I want to do that. We're still going to go eunuch. Just triple check this. Agility, intelligence, short blade, hobble, pistol, acrobatics, spry. These are all very good. And then the other alternative, just to look at it again, is Sigzigugrio, whatever that is. Sigzigugugug. Sizigrier. Just to try and actually pronounce it. This one is actually very tempting because dual wield, ambidextry, wilderness lore, jungles for free, +2 to saves versus bleeding. This is very good. Eunuch, I like tinkering. Oh, there is no tinkering on this one. Which one gives you tinkering? Oh, it's this one. And then there's one down here. This is all like, this one here is pretty good too. This one's actually very good. Iron Mind as well. Strength, agility, ego, heat resistance, short blade. So we could go with short blade. It gives you axe. So we could go with like an axe short blade build if we really wanted. Tempting. This one gives you cold resistance. That's kind of something I really like about it. And intelligence. Strength and agility. And ego. Intelligence is really tempting because just that one extra point can really help. This one also gives you hobble, whereas this one is only short blade. I don't think I ever used hobble, or at least I didn't use it very often. I don't know. Cold resistance is very good. I'm going to go with this one still. And we're going to go with translucent skin back still. And this is going to be our build. So where are we starting? Well, I still kind of like this one, insects and fish, and crocossins. Crocossins, unshelled reptiles is really nice. This one's just reptiles. Isakari banner, I don't find very interesting. Fasting way is kind of good. I do like fasting way. Desert canyons. We haven't really done a desert canyons one yet. This one gives you butchering, hermit rep, and bloodstained neck ring, so you could go to Red Rock right away. Not sure. Let's just continue with the Salt Marsh for now. I think when I'm ready to start a new season of Qud, you know, when we want to do a new build, we'll do Random Village in the Hills, because that one seems like fun. Free butchery seems like a good deal. So let's go ahead and Random Village in the Salt Marsh. And we will, as always, go with a new name. What is our new character's name, I wonder? So I'm going to talk about mods in just a minute. I know this is drastic. This is almost a new season. But I guarantee you, I promise you, that once you hear a little bit about what I've picked, you will maybe agree that I've been very conservative. So here is our starting on the horizon. Here, let's do it properly for once. On the 12th of Tishru, the second Ux, you arrive at the village of Kapad. On the horizon, cuds, jungles, strangle chrome steeples, and rusted archways to the earth. Further and beyond, the fabled spindle rises above the fray and pierces the cloud-ribbon sky. Oh no, I'm having flashbacks. Is that a mother snail? Arc of electricity rises between the two feelers of this shoulder-height snail. Its muscular foot disappears beneath a striated brownish shell. Oh, this is our elder. They are hated by a lot of people and tortoises. I cannot, in all good conscience, make friends with them. So here is hoping, please, if nothing else happens. Why are we stopping? Why is that happening? That's really annoying. Do I have to hold it down now? I mean, that's not terrible, I guess. During an expedition through Gymnasium, city-state of Arkamaz, Oroyodates, the fourth chariot was driven off the cliff by a trickster band of unshelled reptiles. Oh, those dastardly unshelled reptiles. She was killed at 22 years old. Yes. Okay. Sounds good. Oh, yeah, that is our, I guess that is our, yeah, I found out a couple of things, so I've got some new tips. But anyway, that's our quest. We now have a historical location we need to visit. So now I've only hit the auto explorer once. I'm not sure why our character was stopping before. This village is already looking annoying. I'll get used to it. At least it's not a complete labyrinth. The villagers of Kapad laid offerings at the feet of Flays upon Salt, the legendary Isakari, a rifler, in exchange for knowledge about escaping persecution for having neither arms nor legs. What? Okay. So I have 4 mods that I've installed. These mods are, I would say they are all very low maintenance, low impact mods. They are mostly just quality of life. Only one of them actually has a gameplay feature, and I will probably choose to skip that one. The first one I'm going to mention, because you're seeing it right now, is dynamic background color. Desecrated Shrine of Oroyodates the first, the Sorrow of Mava. Throughout 6278 BR, Oroyodates wreaked havoc on all of granary democracy of Mava. Let me move this. Oh, never mind. Kidnapping the smartest child from the homes of tortoises and pariahs, she became known as the Sorrow of Mava. This object has been desecrated. Can I move this now? Yes, I can. I wish someone would do a mod that would just make this remember that I like it like that. So yeah, we have dynamic background color. I love this as a feature. I think this is the first time I've seen it, but even seeing it in the Steam Workshop, I was like, yes, that sounds like such a good feature. How is this not just a thing that we already have? In 6292, a corrupt administrator was appointed minister of granary democracy of Mava. She outlawed the practice of taking measurements, and Oroyodates was forced to flee. Is that because Oreodates liked to take measurements? The plot thickens. So, I like this mod. All it really does is make the background correlate to the time of day. So right now it's nighttime, so we have our standard kind of teal green, dark teal green cud color. And, you know, it'll be like that until morning. And I can wait till morning. You can see maybe the changing of the night to day. Take a sip of fresh water. It's almost day now, so our color is going to come back. What is this character here? Banana Rancher. She maneuvers under a tunic made from sackcloth and braided goat hair. Her olive skin and straw hair glistens with spindle dust. Huh. So, as night becomes day, we should see a transition of color, but I won't rush it, because we'll be seeing it a lot. So here's our village tinker. My services are available if you have offer. Talk to Tyr, or erudite Glaunmarger. Okay, I'll do this. Here we go. Here's our exchange, our color exchange. It's happening now. I should have talked to the town nut while he was available. Nomad, welcome to the village of Capad. Here you will find shade and victual, along with our provisions, to help you better scour the rust caves for treasure. Come what may, you may drink of our fresh water and quench your thirst. Do you have work? Friend, my kinsfolk used to spend our days tunneling through the earth, but after discovering the sanctity of Flays Upon Salt, legendary Isakari rifler, we changed our priorities and imagined new rituals. May scurvy take us. Manam lost our Flays Upon Saltique cherubic visage. We need someone to recover it, traveler. Will you go do it? We heard here it's been taken to a Snapjaw fort. We will reward your service. Yeah. At the brine lies cruelty. And this is very good because it gives us a location where I can display another mod that I have, which you may, if you've been following for the last few episodes, and you know, it occurs to me that you may not have, because if I was subscribed to a YouTuber who did an episode every single day, I might bail out on a specific character and then come back when they started a new game. So I've been, you know, doing a lot of runs that have lasted longer than, you know, a few episodes, because I'm doing a better job at surviving. And you know, when you do survive in this game, what ends up happening is you end up with a lot of locations in your journal. Do you have work? No, you don't. I have more to ask. I'd like to buy your witchwood bark. Let's have a look at your witchwood sap mask, please, and thank you. I would like to have your honey, but that's fine. Let's have that. Let's look at this. In 4615 BR, the people of Qud learned that Oreodates IV had faked her death by forcing a peasant to impersonate her. Despite reports to the contrary, Oreodates IV was alive and well. She was known thenceforth as the potent devil of Gymnasium city-state of Arachmas, sorry. So let me go ahead and look at my journal and look at this settlement. And right here you can see a check mark. That's Capad. That's where we live. That check mark tells us that we have visited Capad. Isn't that helpful? Isn't that so helpful? Thank you. Thank you, modders. I really appreciate that. That small amount of distinction made is gonna really make journaling and ruin diving a lot easier. And there's another few features. So this is a feature of Qud UX, which is another mod I've installed. So in Qud UX, you can track visited locations. You can find village quests, but that is something I may ignore if it becomes too, invasive on the CUD experience, I can customize my character. I was supposed to be able to do that when I started the game, but I don't know. Maybe that's something you can do it via a wish, but we'll keep it as is. So, whatever. Enjoy improved menu screens. So, you can see here, our inventory has a main, liquids, tonics, food, books, trade goods, other. Select the category on the main tab and press Ctrl M to move it here. There are no item categories here. Select the category on the main tab. Control M to move to other. So if I was to, for instance, move the clothes category to the other tab. Interesting. Oh, I see. So these all have like, energy cell, for instance. I can make that my own. I can customize a little bit. Wow, it's not just like good for organization. It's also, it's just really good. It's a really good idea. I like that. So organization skills, minor tweaks to the UI. I mean, minor and major tweaks to the UI. This is, I think, a reasonable, it's a compromise. I think that it will do me a favor, so that I don't have to spend as much time seeking, rooting through my inventories, and similarly, if I am spending less time searching for things in my journal, searching for things in my inventory, I may have a better chance of focusing on what's happening. It'll also give me a better chance to, converse with you guys, I guess. Are you someone I can talk to? Is there work around here? Friend, are you aware of the bone oven of the Flazepon Saltic Sophist at Moshwamet Shire? It is a divine altar to us. Often we make pilgrimages to cook at it and contemplate Flazepon salt. It's a legendary Isakari rifler. It would be a gift if you would do it yourself. Would you? We will reward your labor. Yes, I'll do that. So, did we talk to this person? Yeah, we did. Easily enjoy improved menu screens. I can disable auto pickup for specific items. So let me have a look at that. Auto pickup books. Auto pickup if hostiles are nearby. I'm not sure. Maybe this is something I have to... Maybe this is something I have to check with each item. This is something I can find out later. Anyway. I can figure that out. Let's have a look here. Maybe like Chemcell. Disable auto pickup. Okay, so for every single item that exists, I can set it to never pick up that item again. So things like folding chairs, if I really just don't want to do tinkering, I can make it so my character just doesn't pick those up. There's other options. I know there are other inventory options as well. And now I'm getting distracted with this. But here, view keys, twiddle item, space or enter, toggle weight value option. So check this out. This is such a nice feature. So this tells me that this thing is 1 dram per pound. So not a great value per weight ratio, whereas this Chemcell is 14 drams per pound. Much better. So that's a really nice feature right there. I really appreciate that. Control. Oh, some of these I didn't know about. So we're already learning a lot of things. Switch tab. 4 or 6. Oh right, scroll. You can also, and I can illustrate this. This is our warden. Let's have a look at him. Loved by Warrens, admired by the villagers of Kapad. That's it. Let's make friends with him. I have a secret to share with you. Do I? Location of... Oh yeah, I guess I do. Okay. I have another secret. I already have 2 secrets. I already am brimming with reputation for the wardens. So let's go back here for just a second and talk to our apothecary. Any new wares on the way? I'm glad you asked. Arcanauts have been coming in droves and from a nearby ruin that was recently unearthed. They've been selling me trinkets faster than I can sort them. To be honest, after I manage to get things organized, I'll have more inventory to offer. Check back with me in 4 or 5 days and I'll show you what I've got. That is assuming any of the junk is actually resellable. So I believe that is a feature of QUD UX, which is that you can ask people, hey, do you have stuff? When do you have stuff? Please give me stuff. And they'll tell you, not yet. Don't be such an eager beaver. It's coming. You'll get it. So we're gonna root through Jopa, get our stuff, and also get our Reshef lore. I've been made aware this is like a really obvious thing. There's our Reshef lore, but apparently there is always. This is true whether or not you start in Jopa or not. There's always a statue in Jopa, and there's always a statue north of Jopa. The significant thing about the statue north of Jopa is, and let me read it, in 3055, Sadat IV pillaged all of granary monarchy of Magashan, scattering all the glass in the homes of unshelled reptiles and vines. She became known as the Magashan Terror. This is starting to terrorize? Instill terror? Scare me. I am scared. Because they're already talking about unshelled reptiles with this historic site, and I'm not equipped. I mean, I'm already not equipped, but... Anyway, the significant thing about the statue north of Jopa is that it will always tell you of the location of a historic site. Which is, you know, a big deal. And we can see right there, it's actually really convenient. It's one of the most convenient historic sites I think I've ever seen. So this is already very exciting. We can go to... Oh, we haven't done the neck ring thing. So let's look at our quests. Why don't we complete a quest? This is this character, or this episode is very much like, you know, the prologue. Let me see, what else have I got to show you? As an ability you can use. So I've got QUD UX, dynamic background color, suppress scavenging prompts. We'll talk about that in a second. Cook at the bone oven at the Flazepon Saltic sophist. So let me go ahead and... No, none of those. Okay. Sorry, what? Locate the Flazepon Saltic cherubic visage at a Snapjaw fort. I guess I am going to this Snapjaw fort. That does not excite me. That might actually kill me, in fact. Oh, I just saw where our other historic site is. It's basically in the very middle of the screen. Not good. This is not a good thing that has happened to us. I really should like go and farm a little bit before going to a Snapjaw fort. Because as much as Snapjaws are no thing, not a thing for us to worry about. You know, I bet I could ask those equins where I am and then no longer be lost. Soft growling. I guess they can't tell me where I am. Poopy. We're already hungry. Let's eat something. Ah, regain my bearings. I guess I'm going to the fort. Yeah. Okay. That drop-in could have been, like, that's the most dangerous part right there. So, I've gone with this build, by the way. We have 15 DV, just right away to start with. This is gonna make it really comfortable for us to, you know, basically take on the beginnings of Qud. And I mean, like, as you can see, well, I took some damage there. I am gonna take some damage from time to time. Ah, here is our legendary. So here's a, oh, the option does not seem to be available. I thought it was like shift, is it shift M? Dang. There's supposed to be an option to add a snap, basically legendary creatures to my journal. I wonder why that's not working. That's fine, I'll figure it out later. This guy is tough, might actually kill me. Let me just see what Hobble is gonna do for us. You make an attack with a dagger in your primary hand, looking for a weak spot in your opponent's armor. If you hit, you penetrate exactly once and hobble them. So let's see if maybe we can hobble them and then run away. Oh, I want to check our equipment. I have a fidget cell, steel dagger. Okay. Yeah, let's hobble them. So that has done it. So they should be slow now. Of course, there's a chameleon, and now we are cornered. Chameleons are not necessarily a big deal, but they are at this stage in the game. Well, are equins subject to making them mad? No. This is not great. Okay, let's maybe hobble them. Hobble this guy. That did very good damage. Maybe we can kill them. They are injured. Ah, I leveled. You gain 2 hit points. You gain 102 skill points. So there's supposed to be a feature of Qud UX where basically when you find a legendary, I can use a shortcut key to add them to my journal, and then the journal will even keep track of their reputation, what kind of reputation they have, which is a really nice feature. But it didn't seem to work. Maybe it only works for character or legendaries that you can talk to. I'm not sure. Character is hungry again. Let's go ahead and eat. And maybe we can buy some. Oh, we're already at 30 minutes. I mean, that's going to do it. Sorry. Let me just, the last one, it's taken me this whole episode to go through it. The last mod that we have is Unencumbered, which is actually a mod by Narf, which you'll recall was my first Cutting with Devs series. Yeah, Narf does a number of really excellent mods, including one that incorporates the Underdark into Caves of Qud. I definitely recommend you check out their mods. Their mod selection is great, and they're like constantly updated because they have like access to Qud code. But yeah, this basically allows us to more easily discard items that are maybe not as useful to us when we're over encumbered. We'll see if that works in combination with some of these other mods. The most risky thing about, oh, there it is. It's actually, I can see it right there. Drop weight. We can set a key for it. That ability is not enabled. Maybe I will enable it later. I'll figure it out. Anyway, that's going to do it for our first episode of this new character. Our new character is Cassiliana Sappina. It's almost like Cassie the Second. We're almost creating our own historical lineage here. So yeah, if you're enjoying the series, go ahead and hit the like button, and maybe consider subscribing if you haven't. And I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.